We have Blackstone Group. I mean, this looks beautiful. Just had look it the last time it reported, we're looking at 81 cents to $1.13 to 107 cents to a blowout number of $2.46. So, is Blackstone anything that I'm concerned of? Not at all. It's a little extended. I would like to see it kind of come down just a little bit. Let's put some lines on here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run our lines a little different because I have a feeling that this is an extension of something. So we're gonna go from here to there. All right. So you can see it basically they were running close to the same numbers I was running. As you can see, it when we ran it from there, this is extension. At the 50%, we had a whole bunch of garbage. Then we hit the 100%. We're close to the 127. Yeah, no, this is actually a lot stronger than I would have thought. If the numbers didn't line up how like almost perfectly like they do, then I wouldn't be quite as bullish on this. However, I wanted to like test back down to the 86. Let this blue line, which is the shortest trend that we have on the page, and I think it's like the 9 day moving average. I would like to see it kind of come down here and the 20-day moving average kind of come up just a little bit. And when those kind of converge around the 86.40, then that's I would want. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. I would want to pick up around there. Um, hmm. Let's see if we can find a better one. KKR. They report what whenever the fourth is. So what? That's Tuesday. No, yeah, Tuesday or something like that. So on Tuesday they report. They've already broken this 100. They've already come down. I would like to see the 20 come back a little bit. I kind of see this one hitting the 58, but I want it to come back to the 55.45 or 55.48 a little bit. Now I don't now the banking sector's hot. I mean it's hot right now. So I really don't see that it cracking and breaking below this 55. Let's check out Bank of America. So Bank of America still has a little bit to run. Whoa, no, it has a lot to run. You see the difference between the stocks that we just looked at? This one, the other ones on our retracements were way up here. This one's having a hard time breaking out of its high from March. However, we just broke into the squeeze just fired long. Choose the 8 to 10 bars of green, so that would be 6 to 8 more days of at least upward trajectory. This one, if it holds the 40.70, great. But I'm not as convinced with this one because we know at 41.95 it's going to have a lot of resistance. So of all of them, Bank of America so far is not one I want. NTRS. Again, this is we have an open position right now on this, and I'm pretty sure we're doing great. We got the 115s for the May expiration. So we're almost in the money for the next 3 weeks. Um, the 116, if we can get above the 116 for next week, then I'll probably hold the option looking for the 124 just because we still have 3 weeks. So if we can get above the 127 extension of 116.58 next week, um, then I'll hold. You just raise it, or tighten the stops, rise it up. Let's talk to Chuck. Oh man, this is beautiful too. Let's run an extension from the last time here to here. The last time it fell out of bed, which was the beginning of the year. Yeah, see now again, this is beautiful. I'm liking all this. You see, we're this is the 50. The red one's the 50. So we are playing to the 50, right? Look, January we got blown out. We went below it, but we didn't go below it for very long. Like the literally next 2 days we were above it, and we was off to the races again. We just hit the 50, right? The 50 is a high and tight stock. We've gone a little extended since, when is this? March or April 21. So basically the last week, maybe last week and a half. We're getting close to the 100%. When Okay, they had earnings. Yeah, they beat on earnings, which just makes sense. Like all the banks beat on earnings. Had it down, came back up. Hmm. How many days was this? So 80 days, 56 trading, 56 trading days. All right, so what I'm looking at is this. Okay, so it's 56 trading days. After it hit the red line, right? It shot up and then kind of traded sideways for what, 56 days. So we had initial pop up and then almost kind of trading sideways, and it traded sideways close to the 50. Now obviously it wasn't exactly at the 50, but it was close to this 50% retracement, which you can see. So what I'm thinking is we're going to jump to the 100% retracement, 74.64, and then kind of hover there for a little bit. So this would be beautiful to maybe do some uh, selling out of the money calls or and puts, kind of like an iron condor, maybe the 62.81 or 69, really kind of the 69 to 81 in that number. Well, that's more complex though. Look at T Rowe Price. Now this is another one we have a position on. I probably should have taken out yesterday. However, I don't see any reason, like what. No, no. Look at the earnings. The earnings, yeah, they beat on their earnings too, as well, which was this day. The market just kind of had a rut on Friday, so I mean it was expected. It was a little extended, but am I concerned about this stock? Not in the slightest. We're in a squeeze, but it looks. Ooh, it was swinging swords or something. We're in a squeeze, and it looks like we're gonna like fire long. Look at the last time we fired on. Well, no, this is. Yeah, the squeeze isn't. This isn't a very good contender when it comes to the squeeze. It's always in a squeeze, and then it pops. Squeezing it, and then it pops new highs, pops new highs, pops new highs, pops new highs. Right? Not all on the squeeze, but we're looking at least 191, and I mean it's high and tight. This is full steam ahead. It's about to. I see next week we're breaking out. Again, we're in the position until May 21. If we can get to above this 91 or even close to this 91 next week, I'll probably hold, because I can see that if the market gets on full steam, this is just gonna it's gonna take off. FAS, I'm more frustrated with this than anything. I'm not gonna lie. They I've made money on this. I've bought in at the right time, but on my option strategies, this is a pain in the butt. It as I I'll just leave it at that. It's a pain in the butt. However, let this come back down to 204 or 104, and this is going to 127, 139. Or is it going 154? It's as long as the banking sector and the RUT, which is the minis, are the Russell 2000. As long as those are bullish, it's not going anywhere. It's going straight up. But be very careful, because what can happen? You see, March 18, it went from 100 to 82 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It can crash. So just be very careful with this. This could easily go from 108. This could drop from right here to the 104 all the way down to 93, right? And then take off again and recop the 12 points in 3 days. So just be careful, because it's a triple leverage ETF. I know. Goldman Sachs. All right. Yeah, this is full steams ahead. Look for the breakout of the 56 pretty soon. But then this is a long term. I don't even know when that line is drawn. Let's look. So yeah, so we're getting close to some old lines. Man, there's a whole bunch of just bugs flying around, man. Shouldn't have left the door open for a while. See, Love? That's my dog's name. I left the door open for him, and now I got a whole bunch of bugs in here. All right, back to what I was saying. Yeah, we're looking at the 6-1 or 161 extension from, where is this? February 18 to, wow, we're looking long time ago. So just be careful, because it's coming into a huge number. This is like a 4-year number. This is all the way back in 2016. You can see, look at the numbers right here. Just look right here. Right, so we're looking at July 16 to March 18, right? And we broke out of that, yeah, blah, 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 blah. However, if we look at the 127, we had a little bit of a hiccup and then came back down to it. So I would say be easy, be careful. Look at the 36257, which is the extension of the 161 extension. It's coming there. It's going there. But when it gets there, pay attention to what it does. All right, BlackRock. Let's go back in the days. How did they do? They beat, but not a lot. Yeah, this looks good to me. We're about to break out. We already broke out, got rejected, which is the Friday, but really didn't get rejected very far. Got rejected right to support, and then, like, this is, so of all the ones that I like, let's go BlackRock and BLK, Blackstone, and KKR. Those are the three that I'm really interested in right now. So let's look at. Hopefully you guys didn't read that message, just because there was a swear word in there. All right. Let's go. Not 6 days, not 13 days, 21 days for BlackRock, just to give us the gift of time. And we are looking at kind of how big, how large. Oh, so this is a 35-point move. It doesn't look very much, but it's a 35-point move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So in 1 week, it can move 35 points. Let's look at this. So in 16 days, which is almost around the same time, Well, no, this is 2 weeks, so it's a little bit less. 87-point move. If the market starts moving, let's say if it doesn't, and then we get hit at the 798. If as long as it holds at 798, I still think all the way to the top. So we're giving ourselves the gift of time. This is very interesting. You see this? There's 542 people buying right here. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Someone out there put a lot of money behind this. They're not they okay, could they be anticipating that it's gonna get to 900? Yes. However, if you look at I mean, this is a whole completely different class. But if you look at the extrinsic value at almost, let's say, 10 points out, right? 11 points out, we're looking at $1,000, right? That means that there is a lot of intrinsic value on this. So all they're looking for really is, what is 50 points out? So 70. So even if it goes, what, 30 points from here, and 30 points, remember I did it in a week, then our $1 investment could turn into basically $2 and what, 20 cents. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, let's try that one. 900 May. All right, BX. Let's look at our chart one more time. BX 92. What is our 92.50? Yeah, 92.50. Yeah, let's give it a shot. 92.50. And KKR. Remember, they're gonna have earnings on Tuesday, so we would be front running the earnings, which could help us or it could absolutely destroy us. They're really cheap, and I mean we're not really looking for much. It's only a 3-point spread. Um, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, so I don't want to confuse anybody. Look at that. There's 200 contracts at 65. That's 100%. They're banking on the thing, the earnings report. But this right here, I kind of like it. The 58. Because if it goes to 58.67, then we're really only risking 30, $40. So let's go that. KKR 58. All right, on to the next one.